you have a cat that has been coughing lately or vomiting hairballs like crazy, this is a video for you. I'm Dr. Gabi and this is InnerVet, where we talk everything about pets. So let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome to InnerVet. Today we're gonna talk about cat hairballs. As you know, cats are very clean creatures, so they usually spend a lot of time during the day to clean themselves and groom themselves. And this is when you see that your cat is licking themselves and almost like giving themselves a bath. This is a very normal behavior, and this is actually why cats don't need a bath like dogs, for example. But even though this is a normal behavior from them, some cats can excessively groom themselves, and all of that hair is being pulled in with the tongue into the throat. And the only way that cats can actually get rid of all the hair in there, it's either coughing or vomiting. So yeah, if your cat is coughing or maybe wheezing every now and then, it can be completely normal, and it just means that your cat is trying to get rid of that hair in the throat. But what's the problem with this? Cats also have asthma, and the type of cough or wheezing sound that they usually make is very, very similar to the one that you see in asthma or maybe in respiratory infections or something more chronic. Asthma is very common in cats, and it could be triggered by allergens like pollen or maybe dust or mold or maybe some household cleaners that are like very irritant even for us, or also sprays or maybe smoke. So you need to keep in mind that the frequency of the cough or wheezing sounds will depend directly on the length of the coat or maybe how much time they're spending grooming themselves. So if you see that your cat is coughing or vomiting very often, don't just assume that it's hairballs, because like we said before, it might be asthma or something else going on. So I would recommend to go to your local vet, and so your vet can do an exam and discard any other options. And yes, cats can have kennel cough. Kennel cough is most of the time associated with dogs, but cats can also have it, especially if they're spending a lot of time with dogs or if they live with other dogs that tend to go outside and interact with other dogs that might be infected. The symptoms for kennel cough are usually a runny nose, maybe some clear discharge from the nose, almost like allergy, and of course coughing. So as you can see, all of these respiratory symptoms are very similar, and it's very hard as a pet owner to differentiate between them and to know if your cat is simply having hairballs, asthma, or a respiratory infection. So the key here is to look at the frequency. If your cat is just coughing every now and then or vomiting and you actually see the hairball, then you have nothing to worry about. Maybe you can give some supplements for hairballs so it's easier for your cat. But if you're seeing that your cat is coughing almost every day or maybe vomiting but you don't actually see any hairball coming out, it might be another situation or another condition. And unfortunately, upper respiratory infections in cats are very, very common, especially in kittens because of their immune system. But usually what you see in an upper respiratory infection is a lot of discharge from the nose or from the eyes. It can be a clear discharge or maybe more yellowish or green, and these infections can be caused by a broad spectrum of agents. It can be herpes, it can be chlamydia, maybe fungal infections or bacterial infections, or also it can be influenza if your cat is around dogs a lot. And another big reminder here, cats can have heartworms. And yes, even if your cat is indoor, you still have to keep up on the monthly prevention because mosquitoes can go inside the house too. And even if your cat is fluffy, you also need prevention because mosquitoes can bite the nose or the ears area where there's not a lot of hair. So it's still very, very important, especially if you're more in the south area of the United States, to keep up with your monthly prevention for heartworms. Now, when is it time to call the doctor or to go to the veterinarian? Like we said before, these are some of the symptoms that if you see them, you have to call your local vet or schedule an appointment so they can do an exam and discard any other options. I hope this video helped you a little bit recognizing your cat's behaviors and understanding a little bit more what's going on with your cat. So if you know anyone that's having this concern with their cats, you can always share the video, or you can subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos about pet health. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.